Hi guys, I'm Kimberly Gutierrez of BETCPET2BNS. So for today's video, I'm going to do the experiment number 11, which is the JK and the flip-flops. So let's start doing the first circuit and second circuit of this experiment. So in this experiment, I'm going to use 5 volts DC power supply, 7400 IC, 7408 IC, 5mm red LED, SPDT switch, breadboard, jumper wires, and alligator clip. So now I'm going to do the first circuit of this experiment. First, put the 7400 IC on the center of the breadboard. Next, put the SPDT switch and the LED on the breadboard. Now connect the left side of the switch to the positive of the breadboard. Connect the center of the switch to the positive side of LED. Connect the right side of the switch to the negative of the breadboard. Connect the negative side of the LED to the negative of the breadboard. Next, connect the pin 1 and pin 2 together and connect them to in 1 or the LED 1. Next, connect the pin 3 to pin 12. And connect the pin 13 to pin 8. And connect the pin 11 to pin 9. Next, connect the pin 10 to the in 1 or the LED 1. Now connect the pin 7 or the ground to the negative of the breadboard. Next, connect the pin 9 and 11 to the in 2 or LED 2. And connect the negative side of in 2 to the negative of breadboard. Next, connect the pin 8 and pin 13 to the positive side of in 3. Connect the negative side of in 3 to the negative of the breadboard. And connect pin 14 to the positive side of breadboard. And now connect the power supply to the breadboard using the alligator clip. And now this is the actual presentation of the first circuit. Now let's do the truth table of this circuit. First, turn on the power supply, and as you can see, the switch is off, and the in 1 is off, in 2 is off, and in 3 is on. Next, the switch is on, and as you can see, the in 1 is on, in 2 is on, and in 3 is off. So now I'm going to do the second circuit of this experiment. First, put the 7408 IC on the breadboard and put the 7400 IC on the breadboard. Next, put the SPDT switch and the LED on the breadboard. First, connect the left side of the switches to the positive side of breadboard. Next, connect the center of the switches to the positive side of in 4, in 5, and in 6. And next, connect the negative side of the LED to the negative of the breadboard. And next, connect the right side of the switches to the negative of the breadboard. Now connect the pin 10 of the 7408 IC to the in 4. Connect the pin 9 of 7408 IC to the pin 8 of 7400 IC. Connect the pin 8 of 7408 IC to the pin 1 of 7400 IC. Next, connect the in 2 and in 4 to the positive side of in 5. Next, connect the pin 5 of 7400 IC to the pin 6 of 7408 IC. Connect the pin 4 of 7408 IC to the positive side of pin 6. Next, connect the pin 5 of 7408 IC to the positive side of pin 7. Next, connect the negative side of pin 7 to the negative of the breadboard. Next, connect the pin 3 of the 7400 IC to the pin 12. Next, connect the pin 6 to the pin 10. Connect the pin 9 to pin 11. Connect pin 8 to pin 13. Connect the pin 7 of the IC to the negative of the breadboard. Connect the pin 14 of the IC to the positive of the breadboard. Connect the power supply to the breadboard using the alligator clip. So this is the actual presentation of the second circuit. So I'm gonna turn on the power supply, and as you can see, all the switches are off, so all the outputs or the LED are also off. Next, I'm gonna turn on the switch 2, and as you can see, the in 4 is on and in 7 is off. And I'm gonna turn off the switch 2 and turn on the switch 3, and as you can see, the in 5 is on and in 7 is off. And I'm gonna turn off the switch 3 and turn on the switch 4, and in 6 is on and in 7 is still off. Next, I'm gonna turn on all the switches, and as you can see, in 4 is on, in 5 is on, in 6 is on, but still the in 7 is off. Next, I'm gonna turn off the switch 2, and as you can see, the in 4 is off and still the in 7 is still off. So I'm gonna turn it on again and turn off the switch 3, and you can see the in 5 is off and in 7 is still off. So I'm gonna turn on it again and turn off the switch 4, and as you can see, the in 6 is off and in 7 is still off. So that's all in this experiment. I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Bye!